3 of the graphs application lesson of the TI Inspire computer software. In this lesson we are going to look at how you can transform some functions dynamically on the TI Inspire graphs application page. In this case, on my screen now I have f1, which is x squared minus 4, and f2, which is x plus 2. These are the functions I used in the previous part of this lesson. I'm going to take my cursor and hover over the graph of the line, and notice as I do that, I'm towards kind of the end of the line, or to the further away from the center of the line. I get this tool with 2 arrows that are circular. This is the rotate tool. If I want to rotate this line, I can grab the line. Now that can be done by hitting Control-click on the touchpad, or if I'm using the computer software, I can click and hold, and as I move that, the line will rotate. And notice the dynamic part of this is, as I move that line, the label of the function is dynamically changing. The slope is changing, and so forth. However, the y-intercept does not change. If I move closer to the y-intercept, I get a tool that we call the translation tool. It looks like crosshairs. I will click and hold, or Control-click to grab where the crosshairs are, and as I move, now I am moving the line by translating it, and when I translate it, the y-intercept changes, but the slope does not. So on a line, I can either rotate it or I can translate it. If I release that and move to the quadratic, the x squared minus 4, if I hover over the edge, or one of the higher values to the left or right of the vertex of the parabola, or in this case higher values, I get this tool that we call the dilation tool. I can Control-click and grab with the touchpad, or I can click and hold my mouse on the computer software, and as I move this, obviously the function dynamically changes. The value, or the coefficient in front of x squared, is going to change and dilate. If I release that and move closer to the vertex of the parabola of this quadratic function, I get the crosshairs again, and the crosshairs, just like in the linear function, when I was transforming the linear function, this is the translate tool. Click and hold, or Control-click to grab the function of this quadratic. Now as I move this, notice I'm changing the y-intercept. I can translate it back and forth. So I'm really changing the x and y coordinate of the vertex. So I'm translating that vertex around, but not changing the rest of the quadratic.